today and to tell you guys a little bit about what the Student Senate has been doing to help with this difficult situation in the economic environment. As President Durden said, I sit on the Planning and Budget Committee along with two other Student Senate representatives, Matt Shea, who is the Student Senate Treasurer, and Amanda Warnicke, who is the Planning and Budget Liaison to the Senate. It's been an interesting year to have my first experience on planning and budget, and in the meetings earlier this semester, Matt, Amanda, and I had been discussing along with Dean Berry ways that we could help save some money and in the process better enhance and secure student life while on campus. One of my primary responsibilities as Student Senate President is to oversee the use of the student activities fee, which currently sits at $334 per student for the year. That money adds up. We handle hundreds of thousands of dollars a year through budgets that are given out to student organizations here on campus. And in the past, the Student Senate has restricted that money solely for the use of Student Senate recognized clubs, which means that all of the students are paying student activities fee, which goes into a pool of money that is then distributed to student organizations here on campus. Well, the discussion that we've been having over the past year is how do we allow students who are not involved in a club and organization to use that money? I'm happy to report that we think we found a way to do that. Working with Dean Berry over the course of this past semester, Matt, Amanda, and I found a way to allocate $225,000 total to Dean Berry and the Division of Student Life over the course of the next 3 years, which has allowed Dean Berry to remove her budget requests from the Planning and Budget Committee, ultimately leaving more money for other offices on campus to fight for. So we're very happy about that. It's $75,000 a year, which will go to student life here on campus, primarily for students who are not involved in clubs and organizations. So that is a goal that we come in looking to achieve and something that we're happy to report that we've done. Also, like I said, the budget process with hundreds of thousands of dollars for clubs and organizations is a very big responsibility that the Student Senate has. In the past, it's been difficult because of the rollover in leadership in the Senate to maintain continuity in budgeting practices. But myself and Matt will be sitting down tonight to be working on the budget for next year, in which we have a few changes that we are planning to make with this, the following budget for next year. Previously, the way the budgeting process had worked for clubs and organizations was that after the student activities fee had come in and we calculated how much money was available to go to student organizations would then submit a budget with priorities, and we would allocate all of the pool of money to the clubs and organizations, making cuts here and there on close budgets. Well, we've come to find that that process does not work well and has wasted lots of the students' money here on campus. In particular, last year we had a rollover of nearly $113,000 in unused budget allocations to clubs and organizations from the previous year, which I will talk a little bit more about in the coming minutes. The process that Matt and I, as well as the Student Senate Finance Committee and the entire Student Senate will be implementing this year for the budgetary process is that the entire pool of money is not guaranteed to be given out. We feel that to guarantee the use of probably nearly $500,000 is not good financial management. So, in essence, we're going back to the basics. We're going to require clubs and organizations to really plan out and develop good ideas for events here on campus that benefit the entire student body. We're not going to zero-based budgets, but it would be something similar to that, where clubs and organizations are not guaranteed to receive the same funding they had the year before, which we feel will force clubs and organizations to plan better events, which will help enhance the student life here on campus, as well as help us practice better financial management. Also, in addition to the new budgetary process, we're going to encourage clubs and organizations to work with different divisions within the college, as well as different educational departments when planning these events and organizations. For those of you who are aware of the events on campus, events tend to happen on similar nights. Events have similar themes, and we feel that if we can get people to work together on these events, one, we can save money, and two, we can have better events, better attendance, and ultimately a better experience for the students here on campus.